I don't know about you, Snakeskin, but I'm sorry. I do not have a lot to say about this episode.
I don't know, John of the Undercover Brony, but you know what? You know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm gonna make our job really easy. I know we haven't been able to get to this review for the last like 2 months, but I'm gonna make our job really easy right here, right now. Check this out. I'm gonna sum up this thing in in 6 words. Check this out. Social media almost destroys the world.
Pretty much. And I'll kind of explain, why there's not a lot to say about this episode. In all honesty, I have to say this may be the weakest of the Equestria Girls specials.
Oh, actually,
Just saying.
hold on. Let me tack on. Let me tack on. What would it be? 7? No, yeah. Let me tack on 7 more words to that thing I said. Social media almost destroys the world, but there was a lot of shipping. So that's 13 words. That's the whole thing. Rarity and Applejack hit a bump in their relationship. It very similar to the bumps they've had in the Pony universe. But yeah, no, the episode ended and they're super duper girlfriends now, and it's can't the old okay, and everyone's trying to there are people trying to be like, no, they're just friends. It's implying. It's subtext. No. Here's the thing, bro. Subtext implies subtlety. The only other ship in this show that is as subtle as this one is Lyra and Bonbon, okay?
They're a bit too obvious with it.
No. Okay, those two are gay. They are raging lesbians, and now they are in a relationship. I usually don't play the Tumblr game where I, try to impose sexualities upon characters that are not previously disclosed or hinted at. But you cannot tell me that it isn't there.
Well, considering the porn ban that Tumblr just did, that makes a whole lot more sense now.
Dude, I tell you what, watching Tumblr self-destruct. I mean, first off, the context is they found a bunch of child porn, which no shit, child porn is on every major art sharing site. You just have to dig through it for it, and you don't even need that much effort. But it's on
Derpy Brew. There's a bunch of Volcon stuff.
I know. But it was for in the name of a good cause. Unfortunately, and I use that word very loosely. Unfortunately, it's putting over half of the Tumblr artists out of work. And did you know? Do you hear the latest on that? Apparently, a lot of them are migrating to newgrounds.com.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I saw that article that it was like, yeah, we're getting a traffic surge now.
Is it literally 10 years ago?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Because I guarantee you, me and my friends were big aficionados of Newgrounds when back in the heyday, back like 10 years ago.
I know when
everything was like flash animations and sprite work and all that stuff, which was really cool. But then you had a bunch of like fucking like flash porn and shit.
Yeah, I like how over time, flash porn and wanking it to anime titties has aged well and is more socially accepted. But the furries are still considered the scum of the earth. I'm like, never change, internet.
Well, I gotta say, hentai right now, it's aged like fine wine. Let's just say that.
Bronies have been around like almost a decade less than furries, and they are more socially accepted than the furries. And the furries lost the war on TikTok. Furries, you're done. Throw in the towel. It's over. You can tell
they tried to take over TikTok.
Oh yeah, but the gamers were like, nah, dude, we're gonna dab and we're gonna and you can literally look up if you type into YouTube TikTok Furry War or Gamers versus Furries, you'll find entire compilations of. Really quick, this I need to say
So
this right
that
now.
is it 5
Me,
years ago when Vine was still popular?
we've gone so full circle with memes. This is where we're at right now. You literally have girls joking that their property and their place is in the kitchen. It's a meme. It's a meme. It's gone. It's all gone full circle. So,
let's get back to My Little Pony Equestria Girls.
well, you said it yourself. There's not a lot to say. In fact, here's the first 10 minutes in 20 seconds. Some villain I can't remember the name of is like, oh my god, this needs to be way more fetch. And then Evil takes over her phone for no reason. And then Rarity's like, yo, isn't it dope how we're super spontaneously at this amuso park? And everyone's like, yeah, oh my god, this is so cool. Sunset Shimmer's like, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be the star of Equestria Girls, but I feel like now I'm just delegated to background roles after the camping episode. And then the evil social media lady is like, hey, are you Rarity? Yeah. Okay, you're the main character for the next 40 minutes. I need you to put my shit together. And she's like, oh my god, you're somebody famous, but that's never been previously disclosed before within the show's canon. And even though there's a bunch of red flags about you, I'm going to go against my best friend's advice and word, even though we've saved the world like 6 times now in a far shorter time frame than the ponies have. And then, did I miss anything?
No, that you were pretty much spot on. So
it was longer than 20 seconds, but that was the first 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, the only good thing about this new villain character is apparently she's like famous on the pony version of Instagram. Number one, and number two, she has the BYBB. Be yourself, but better.
Okay. I actually thought that was clever. I actually liked it.
In a way, yes, I do agree with you. But still, it doesn't trump out bring your own beer. BYOB.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of those letters, you know what it reminded me of? I'm imagining what if System of a Down wrote that song BYSBB, and at the beginning it's like and it's like, why do you always be yourself? You should try to be somebody better than you.
That is honestly one of their best songs, because really, if you look deep into the song, like that pre-chorus is literally, you depend on our protection, let you feed us lies from the tablecloth. Isn't that politically crazy? Like, seriously, we depend on our military, but our media feeds us lies daily.
I'm related to them.
You're related to System of a Down.
Well, technically, because I'm Armenian on my mom's side, on the genetic level, I am related to System of a Down. I told my mom, we need to try to get royalties. I told my dad we should try to do the same thing with Los Lonely Boys and POD, but he doesn't want to.
But POD's fun.
Yeah, POD's awesome, but Dad said, son, you don't have an actual court case just because you share some of the same genes. And I said, Dad, this is
Try telling that to Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, topical dab. I didn't even set him up for that. That was just good execution. And then here's the next 10 minutes. No. Sorry. Here's the next 20 minutes in.
Oh, real quick though. There's a scene where they're at a shopping mall.
That was the sound of like 40 words a minute dying right there.
So they're at this mall area, and what I find hysterical is both of them tried to be caramel apple girls. I'm like, hold on a second. First of all, Rarity, darling, you want to be working around sticky caramel all day? You doing that for the ships with Applejack, I'm just saying. And secondly, Applejack, that would actually be a perfect job for you. Except for some reason, you don't get it. And apparently Rarity's overqualified, so she gets, like, seamstress supervisor.
Because plot, Jonathan. Because plot.
Well, in more ways than one. But I gotta say, what's really funny is there's one joke here that actually lands pretty good. It's where AJ's like, I really wish I hadn't quit my previous job this morning, just hoping that I could get this job. And it's like, oh, darling, I'm sure they haven't had anyone to replace you. And it's Bulk Biceps trying to make like froyo smoothies or something.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, okay, we get it. He's a big buff guy, so you're gonna have him do quote unquote unhyper masculine things. It's the same joke they've done since season 4, and yeah, okay, it's still pretty funny. But whatever.
Yeah. So basically, the magic that comes into her phone, I don't know where it came from, and they never explain it, which is really weird because usually the show's really good with explaining shit. It allows her to take a picture of something and transport it away, and then she's able to use like this same app to like put something better in there, like an apparition of it. So, like, she had a regular salad, and then she turned it into a fruit salad, or at least an apparition of one.
You know, I got a bone to pick with this episode because, look, every other magic thing, for the most part, had an explanation, or at least you could draw your own conclusions. And it was very, for the most part, it was pretty good at detailing how the magic worked and why that person got it. Does here, not only does it not really, it comes out of nowhere, which okay, fine, but it kind of just has old show, the what's it called, the $6 Million Man, where like it really only does what it wants when the plot says it has to, and it doesn't, to me anyway. It didn't have like a clear, it didn't have like a clear concrete purpose or way of usage. That's my issue with the magic.
So basically, it was more just a plot convenience thing than anything else.
Yeah. It seemed to sprout new power. Normally, usually at least they try to somewhat explain it, but here it was just kind of like, okay, it can do this now. I'm like, whatever.
Are you able to reduce your bandwidth at all anymore? Because you're kind of cutting out a little bit.
Okay, let's see if, what the hell? It like zoom in on me.
What's up,
okay.
Zoomer?
Yeah, I know, right? It looks like I'm setting up for the punchline to some dank meme, but I'm not. It's just because my internet hates me.
Yeah, for some reason his router is like really crappy for him right now. But I just got internet with 200 megabits a second. I'm good.
Oh, yeah. Bastard.
Anyway, so it just kind of goes back and forth with there's a little scene that I love that there's a scene where Rainbow Dash is trying to take Fluttershy on like one of the big coasters or whatever, and Fluttershy's all scared, but she keeps getting confidence. And Rainbow Dash just gets more and more nervous. And they come off of the roller coaster. As they're going up, there's literally like a seagull flying past them, which is funny as hell. And then they go through the coaster, and then after the coaster is done, Fluttershy's just like, yeah, that wasn't that bad. And Rainbow Dash was just like, oh my gosh. But you know what it reminded me of? Do you remember that episode of SpongeBob where they went to Glove World and they went on that one coaster and they get to the end of it and they're like, here you go. Hey, it's our spine.
It's your spine.
Call it the spine tickler. But yeah, that was a funny part. But basically, people keep disappearing. Like the main six keep disappearing, and it's because the bad guy, again, I forget her fucking name because she literally felt like she had no importance whatsoever. And honestly, I think you're transferring your damn cold to me because I'm starting to get congested. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, speaking of congestion, it's been it's been not freezing, it's been cold over here in last week. And now I'm hacking up phlegm in your lungs. It's on top. And you know what? I think my internet got a cold because every time it stops, it feels like it's clearing its electronical throat.
Yeah, right. So they keep disappearing, and they each keep trying to like appearing in this white room, and they keep wondering where the other ones are. And so Twilight gets in there, and she calls. I think it's Applejack, and and I love how there's also a scene where, like, who was it? I think it was Applejack and Sunset, I think, that they were both like, "Oh, come on, it's carnival games. We can't, like, they're already scams." Which there's a really cool video about that, that I've seen that's really cool. Because, like, one of the interesting things is, those basketball toss games, they put them because usually I think it's like 10 feet. And so people with muscle memory will know how to hit the basket right away. But there's also ones where they put it at 11 feet. So the muscle memory gets them to miss. So it's really interesting, like, clever ways of like tricking the person into thinking that it'll work when really it doesn't. But
They put more thought into that than they did the magic.
I know that's the weird thing. But they waste all their money on one of those ring toss bottle games. And I'm just like, my gosh, you realize how lucky you have to be on one of those? Like, seriously?
I don't want to know, but I can tell you that it's not great. It's
No,
not
not at
great.
all. It's a very, very thin chance because the at least from what I remember, the way the rings are made, they're made to be light and bouncy. So when they get thrown over, they tend to just bounce all over the place instead of actually landing. They're supposed to be light enough for that.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find the video of that and put it in the description because it's really, really interesting. But so they kind of have that, and of course it's Flim and Flam using that carnival game, which is funny. Rarity's getting overwhelmed at the costumes, and everyone's in this white room. And this is actually the best joke in the entire special. Twilight's saying she's going to use AJ's phone to, like, hack her way back through and stuff like that. And Applejack hears Twilight outside of the phone. She looks. The white room is not just a white room, it's literally a white area behind a closed door in the carnival. They got transported to just a random room in the carnival. That was funny. I gotta
Yeah.
admit. That
Yeah,
was.
I will agree with you on that one. I don't want to say that was the end of the funny moments, but that was like the end of the like really funny moments.
Mhm.
So,
So, no, go on.
rest goes on, and then it's getting suspicious, and everyone's like, What is this? What is this?" Main bad bitch. It starts with Fluttershy. I think she's like, "Yo, Fluttershy, I want to switch up the roles. You're gonna be the crazy, dangerous rebel, bad girl boy thingamajig. And Fluttershy's like, well, now see here, so I don't want to be no one's but myself. And then she's like, okay, and then she pulls her phone out, and then she presses X to yeet, and she yeets Fluttershy out of existence. And then who did she do it to next? Doesn't she do it to Rainbow? Yeah, it's Rainbow Dash next. Because she's like, okay, Rainbow Dash, you're going to be the super goily type. And then Rainbow Dash is like, no, I'm 20% yeet. And then it gets to
Twilight.
Twilight. Right. And so with Twilight, I forget exactly why she yeeted Twilight.
I don't remember either.
Well, she yeets Twilight out of existence, right? And then, Applejack and Rarity have their big lesbian fight, and Applejack's like, she kisses everybody's butt. You're not special. And then Rarity pulls a Hank Hill and's like, oh, how. And then, and then she just leaves. Well, the evil bitch reveals that she.
Okay, you're really cutting out again.
Sorry, what I was going to say was she reveals she's evil kind of for no reason. Rarity, my word, I should have listened to my friends instead of blindly following this famous person I never met before. I'm pretty sure my pony self learned that 7 seasons ago, and I've learned this twice now, but whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. So they do this like parade thing, and she just puts up her version of the Rainbooms up on stage, and she tries to sing. Everyone hates it. And the main 6 literally come up to stop her and saying, she's being stupid, you know that, right? And the mob just swarms her and shit. And that was the special. Oh my gosh.
This special happened.
It was very much just there.
It started and then it ended.
Yeah. What would we rate this?
What's a number that says it's just there?
I would actually go with a 6.
I was thinking a 6.
All right. So
well, yeah. I mean, if shipping were an important factor, I'd be like, nah, bro, this is Nate. But no, it feels like a 6. I feel this is the weakest Equestria Girls thing. It's not bad. I mean, the worst Equestria Girls thing is still the first movie, but I mean, this has been the weakest thing since it, I think.
Yeah, and I'll say this, when we did our Equestria Girls review, we mainly specifically put it that it was better than we expected, so we gave it a higher score than what this is. But with this, we already knew what to expect. We already had some really good stuff, and it still just failed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sadly I do. But hey, it's fine because what's next for Friendship is Magic and Equestria Girls?
That I don't know. I know there's one Equestria Girls special we haven't done that I haven't even seen. Because again, they just like sporadically put these out here. You want to look it up real quick?
Yeah, sure. They probably figured they don't really need to promote it much because once it gets released, all bronies will come a flocking.
Well, again, I'm one of those bronies that didn't come a flocking.
Well, I did, but that's because, we had to review it. Uh-huh! You heard my Equestria Girls.
I actually like that little, little intro for it. I like it.
Well, there's an hour TV special airing next year.
Okay.
Uh,
Was there anything that has previously been through that we haven't done yet? Because we've
okay,
done the
we've done Equestria Girls, Rainbow Rocks, Friendship Games, Legend of Everfree. We didn't. Oh yeah, we did the summertime shorts. There's the Tales
summertime
of
shorts was like the dance magic, movie magic, and mirror magic, right?
yeah.
Okay.
We did Forgotten Friendship,
Mm-hmm.
Rollercoaster Friends. We just did. We haven't done the animated series. Apparently, there's Tales of Canterlot High, and then there's something called Better Together.
Well then, I guess those are going to be some that we're going to have to check out.
One of these days.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we can get to them when we get to them. And I do have to say, this is going to be the last episode of The Undercover Brony until the first of the year because I'm currently in the middle of peak season and I'm very tired. I've been working
I'm
60-hour work weeks and stuff like that. So, and it's about to get a whole lot worse.
I am in the middle of Barnes and Noble's decided to schedule me 5 days, and there's a shitload of boxes and books to deal with. So it is kicking my ass.
Mm-hmm. So both our asses are getting kicked.
Extensively, might I add. Extensively.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess that's it from us.
Yeah. So
We'll do it.
signing off for the final time this year, final time of 2018. That's it from me, John.
And me, Snakeskin.
And we will talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.
See you in 2019.